everybody, welcome back to the Scentatar Fragrance channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. My name is Benjamin and I review fragrances, colognes, perfumes, and all things scent related. So again, I really appreciate you if you're coming back, and especially if you're new to my channel. You've come to the right place and I really appreciate you. So let's talk about fragrances today. Of course, I just came out with a fall list. That one is all about kind of the fragrances that are really good for the money, and a lot of them that are hidden gems, just spectacular fragrances and unique fragrances. Today I wanted to make a list all about not necessarily cheapies, but fragrances that are very affordable, fragrances that are really going to save you money even more. Maybe in my last video you said, I don't have $40, $50, $60 to spend on a fragrance. Maybe you have $10, maybe you have $15 you want to spend on a fragrance, and maybe you want fragrances that are not so versatile. Fragrances that are really, they smell exclusive, they smell special, but they're still really affordable. And maybe you don't wear fragrances all the time and you want something specifically for the fall season. That's what this fragrance list is all about. So let's jump into this list. Y'all are going to be really impressed and amazed at how cheap these fragrances are. Of course, there's other fantastic fragrances. In my last video, I mentioned Ferragamo F Black, Mont Blanc Individual, and there's an awful lot of other fantastic cheapies out there. But today, this is a different list, a special list. The first one I have to highlight might be the best one on the list. This is none other than Tommy Endless Blue. Really appreciate J. Royal and A Gentleman's Journey for highlighting this fragrance. Of course, Gentleman's Journey, he put it on our radar. This is a fantastic cardamom, soft, spicy rum fragrance. It has this beautiful kind of transparency to it. It smells boozy, but yet it's light. And it's probably the most versatile spicy, or perhaps spicy boozy fragrance you could ever dream of. Now, this fragrance is a little bit of a softer fragrance. It's not a projection beast, but it still gives me anywhere from 5 to 7 hours of performance for how this fragrance smells and it comes across. That's actually quite nice. And if you spray it on clothes, or if you lotion up on your skin, you can probably get even better than that. So this is a fantastic and amazing fragrance out there. Some places sell them for $30, but if you look at the right places, you can find this fragrance close to $20 for a full-size bottle of a fantastic quality fragrance that actually smells pretty fancy. This fragrance can actually be dressed up and worn with a suit, you know, the whole 9 yards. So check out this fragrance. It's a really good one. Really enjoy this one. It's a fantastic cheapie. This is probably one of the best ones you could get your hands on. The next one is another fantastic fragrance. I have to give credit where credit's due. Shout out to Mr. Miami Cuddles, another reviewer, for helping put this one on our fragrance radar. This one's called Macho Man. This is a fragrance oil, and there are going to be a lot of fragrance oils in this list, because not only they're easy to travel, easy to put in your pocket. These fragrances they don't project as much. It depends on the oil. Some of them are highly concentrated, but a lot of them tend to evaporate or come off your skin a little bit more slowly, and you do get a good longevity with a lot of oils. And that's what you're getting here. Macho Man smells like Tuscan leather and a little bit of ombre leather going on. It's a very nice fragrance. Again, leather is going to do you very well, and I hope that leather becomes more popular for the fall and even the winter, because it just does so well. It can be deep, it can be luxurious, it can be fancy. Again, ombre leather by Tom Ford is a really good one to go for. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money, especially if you're going to go for Tuscan leather, I mean, my goodness, this fragrance is less than $10. You can get it for around $8 or so. Macho Man smells really good. It's going to have you smelling like a masculine, strong man with a nice spicy leather. Very nice fragrance. I can't say it's really a huge compliment getter, but if you're a good, a strong, well put together man, this one is going to grab attention in the right way. So check out Macho Man. It's a really good fragrance. Next one I have to share with y'all is a beautiful fragrance. I can't say enough good about this fragrance. At first, I didn't know what to think about it. It is a remarkable fragrance. This one is called Black Horse. This one is by Al Rehab. The Macho Man was by Nabil. And you can find these easily on eBay. Black Horse is a beautiful, transparent, not transparent per se, but almost a Baccarat Rouge type, Baccarat Rouge 540 type of DNA with that soft kind of resinous sweetness. This one has a little bit of that classy, almost that dark feel you get with Black Tie Affair, but with Alexandra, almost that kind of gray cardamom feel of La Nuit de l'Homme and CH Men Privé, those kinds of things. You're getting that here. There's a really nice sweetness to this fragrance. This is a really good fragrance, and it's a compliment getter, shockingly enough. When I first got it, I think it needed a little bit of time to mature as a fragrance. It is so much better now. It's a remarkable fragrance. It's kind of sweet, but it's still a mature fragrance. It's got seductive written all over it. Just check out Black Horse. If you want to be the stallion, you know, the man in charge kind of thing going on, you know, this is a really good fragrance. It demands attention as well. The next one I have to share with y'all is none other than Tuxedo. Now, this is a clone of course, Tuxedo by YSL. This is from Sensual Obsessions. You might have been hearing a little bit about this brand. They're trying to get their name out there, and they are fantastic. You can get about 10 mils here for about $15. They're really good values for money. You could get yourself a whole little mini collection going on for not very much money at all. This fragrance smells very good. It's quite a remarkable fragrance. It smells a little bit more almost aquatic or fresh to my nose than the original Tuxedo. It's not as resinous or as deep, but this fragrance is beautiful. You get this very playful, almost patchouli type of vibe mixed up with a little bit of that chocolatey kind of vibe going on. It has some soft spiciness going on, a little bit of almost like this very modern, playful amber. It is a little bit sweet. It is a very nice fragrance indeed. It's very classy. This too can be dressed up. And trust me, guys, if you wear this fragrance, people are going to be thinking you're going to be wearing something that costs $100 plus. And you could be wearing something that costs 15 bucks. So this is a really good fragrance. It's not the strongest performer. It gives me anywhere from 7 hours or so. But I'm very happy with this fragrance. It is a fantastic fragrance. And I'm very happy. If you want to save the money, you know, just go Google the full price of YSL Tuxedo. It's not cheap by any means. If you want to get by and smell, you know, 90% there, this is a really good one. So check it out. Next one I have to talk about is none other than Tuscan Leather. Another clone of, again, leather is such a good note. I really hope that y'all get into leather and try out leather for the fall and this winter. I really encourage y'all because I think a lot of fragrance people are missing out. They tend to buy the most mass appealing fragrances, all the Sauvages and the Dylan Blues and the Bleu de Chanels. Nothing against those fragrances, but you could have something a little bit different and something that suits the season, and you want this kind of fragrance. This is another fragrance oil. This one has really solid performance. Again, it's kind of soft on the projection, but this is a distinct fragrance, and it's going to speak with you instead of for you. So when you walk into a room, people can smell you an arm's length away if you're having a conversation with them, but you're not going to fill up the room. And sometimes that's actually a good thing and not a bad thing, especially when we start getting into the fall and the winter holiday parties. If you're, you know, more sensible, or perhaps if you're, you know, not in a really youthful kind of crazy party situation, you might want a fragrance that's a little bit more you know, put together and a little bit more, you know, reserved, I guess you could say. This one's really good. This one's a little bit closer to Tuscan Leather than Macho Man is. Macho Man has a little bit of that ombre leather type of DNA going on, and perhaps smells a little bit more like Godolphin by Parfums de Marly. This one still is wonderful. It smells like Tuscan Leather through and through. They did a really good job. The House of Soha. Check out their oils. Again, you can pay about $18 with shipping. I think it might be closer to $25. But if you buy more than just this, you're really going to be getting your money's worth. And trust me, with these oils, a little goes a long way, and you'd be amazed at how long this really will last you. If you added the perfumer's alcohol and everything into this extrait, this pure perfume oil, you would probably get an ounce fragrance, an ounce and a half or maybe more, because this stuff is so highly concentrated. So check out Tuscan Leather by the House of Soha. It's a wonderful one. Again, I have another oil from Soha, and this one is Oud Rouge 540 Extrait. This is one I really wanted to share for the ladies out there. Now, ladies, Oud Rouge 540, the original, is definitely unisex. The Extrait makes the fragrance a little bit more dense, in a very good way, a little bit more sweet. I feel like the Extrait is definitely a little bit more on the feminine side. I feel like Oud Rouge 540 is already kind of hard to wear for me, and the Extrait certainly, I think, is a little bit on the feminine side. That's just my opinion. Now, the Extrait is a wonderful fragrance. It is truly a remarkable fragrance. It's probably the best woody fragrance for a lady. It has these really light, almost natural type smelling woods. It's very nice. It's got that cotton candy sweetness that you want, and this very nice density and to this fragrance. It's not the most playful, but it's certainly not the most mature. I find that this is a very seductive fragrance on a lady, a very nice fragrance, and because it's a little bit, again, softer on the projection side, I feel like this would be wonderful for a close encounter. You know, anything that you're choosing to do in your life, you know, this fragrance is remarkable. So check it out, Oud Rouge 540 Extrait, their version by Soha. I wanted to bring out another Sensual Obsessions for y'all. This one, again, I was given some of these for review, but this one is one that I really do have to give some attention and some love. This one deserves love, and I hope it gets popular and starts like a wildfire in the fragrance community. This is Andy Warhol by Sensual Obsessions. If you've heard about the original Andy Warhol by Bond Number 9, that one is a very desirable fragrance. It's discontinued, and it demands a very expensive price. This again is about $15 for about 10 mils, and you're getting something, it's very remarkable. It's a special, kind of classy, it's kind of an infusion of plum, a very nice purple plum, and this very nice, playful, chocolatey vibe that's not too dry, and it's not too heavy or too sweet like some other ones. It's very classy, it smells very nice, this fragrance is tantalizing, it has a very almost unique smell to it. Andy Warhol is discontinued and so desirable. You'd have to pay almost an arm and a leg to get it, and you might never even be able to find it. So this fragrance allows you to wear this fragrance, not feel guilty with wearing, you know, $1 for every time you spray this fragrance, and it's just a remarkable fragrance. This fragrance is a wow factor fragrance. Trust me, this one can put a smile on your face. It's a really good fragrance. So I don't know what else to say about this. I hope my enthusiasm is coming through with this fragrance. This one, Andy Warhol, is a winner. You really need to try this one by the House of Sensual Obsessions. So the next one, again, another inspiration, another oil from Soha. I really did want to bring out a lot of the oils again, because you're going to be closer to people probably in the fall, maybe at a picnic, maybe at a party, maybe at a family reunion, and sometimes you don't want to shout with those fragrances, and you might be arm to arm, elbow to elbow with some of the very best people that you love. So this is one of those fragrances. I think this one can be dressed or be worn by all ages, all men out there, but this one perhaps is a little bit better for the younger man. This is none other than Layton by Soha. This is their interpretation. You're getting something remarkable with this fragrance. I don't know what Parfums de Marly did. Layton is flying off the shelves for a good reason. It's a beautiful apple coffee kind of smelling fragrance. It uses a little bit of oud very well. It has that fall kind of resinous, that full-bodied fragrance that you want, but it's never too heavy. It's never too dense, and the woods in this fragrance are just so well done. If you haven't tried Layton, I'd encourage you to. Perhaps the original thing, and let me know what you think. It performs so well, it does so well, and this one smells remarkably close, and this one, again, makes it a little bit toned down and a little bit more reasonable as a fragrance, so you can get by wearing this indoors and close to people. Check out Layton, it's a remarkable fragrance. So the next one I have to share with y'all is none other than Kalimat. Now, Kalimat is probably a little bit more daring on this list. There's a little bit of an animalic vibe to this fragrance. It perhaps is a little bit more mature or exotic as a fragrance, but it is a remarkable fragrance. It smells sweet. It has that oud going on. It has a little bit of a caramel vibe. I get something in the fragrance that almost smells a little bit like a dark, or like a dark old kind of nut, perhaps a chestnut. This fragrance is very nice for what it is, and again is a very good fall fragrance, one of the best out there, and this oil is really nice. This one, remarkable fragrance if you want something exotic. If you want to, again, try out your first oud, of course I encourage y'all to try out Hugo Boss bottled oud, but this is another one. If you've always been afraid of oud, scared of oud, this is a really good one to try and jump into. For the last one here, perhaps you would say, perhaps some would say that I saved the best for last. I might have. This is none other than Dark Rebel by the House of John Varvatos. Now, not to be confused with Dark Rebel Rider, that one is a little bit lighter of a fragrance. It's a little bit more leathery. What you're getting in this fragrance is a very nice dark leather fragrance. I feel like it's a little bit dry, but it has a very nice, interesting licorice note. Licorice isn't used in fragrances too often, and it's often hard to pull off in a fragrance. And it's done masterfully here, beautifully. This is a very tantalizing, almost a bad boy type of fragrance. It is a very good fragrance. It can draw in attention. If you like your dark fragrances, guys, if you're an Encre Noir type of guy, and of course I respect that fragrance as a excellent, affordable, cheapy type of fragrance out there with remarkable quality, and you wanted something that was a little bit more date appropriate, perhaps something that was a little bit easier to wear. This one still is a little bit daring. If all you like to wear, or all you're familiar with, is Invictus and Sauvage, the Dylan Blues, the Bleu de Chanels, this one might be hard for you to wear. But if you like leather, and if you know that you kind of like a little bit of a dark fragrance, I would encourage y'all to try out this fragrance because it's remarkable. And I haven't told y'all the price yet, because I wanted that to hold off to the very end. You can find this fragrance for $22, $23, $24 if you look at the right places online. Yes, this is a remarkable fragrance for the price and the quality. $23 for a full-size bottle of a John Varvatos fragrance that smells unique, smells daring, smells dark, smells leathery, intoxicating, seductive. Oh my goodness. You guys, if that's your kind of thing, if you like licorice, if you like leather, if you like a dark, it almost does have a syrupy vibe to this fragrance, but it's never too cloying. This one is going to get you amazing attention and just be a remarkable fragrance. If you want to wear your black leather coat, this is going to do wonderfully. This is a remarkable fragrance. So I really appreciate y'all sticking by this video today, watching this video, supporting me as a reviewer. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, even share the video if I've earned it, if you like my content, of course. And again, please hit that notification bell right beside the subscribe button, because if you don't, you won't get notified of my regular content, and you might want to just come by because I've been uploading 3 times a week. Some of y'all are missing out on my content, so thank y'all so much for being here today again. I would love to know what you're going to be wearing in the fall. Perhaps if you're really into cheapies, let me know in the comments below what cheapies you like to wear, what you're going to be rocking. Let me know if you like these fragrances, if you wear these fragrances. These are remarkable for the money. Thank y'all so much for being here today. And of course, wear what you love. And I'll see y'all next time. This has been the Centaur Fragrance Channel. Have a good one, and bye.